I don't know, Mary. I have no idea where I was between 3:15 and 7:15. 4 hours gone out of my life. I wasn't drunk. I wasn't delirious. 4 hours, Mary. Maybe you fell and struck something, but there is no bruise. Maybe you don't know all there is to know about malaria. If it blanks out of mind, then it is so serious that the patient isn't going to feel as well as I do now. No, Mary, it was something else. Tommy and I were talking about demons and devils, and he said that maybe I should not have attacked them in that article. He said they might be trying. Well, the world is a good place, Mary. It isn't filled with evil things. Man has no reason to walk in the shadow of dread because of phantoms. Of course he hasn't, Jim. Tomorrow you may find out what happened. It may be something perfectly innocent. Hello everybody, welcome to DeathGroundReviews. So today's book is titled Fear, and the author is L. Ron Hubbard. So this book was published in 1940. My Kindle version was around 240 pages, so I guess, it's a short one, more like a novelette. Looks like Stephen King gave a little blurb about it. I'll read that to you. He says it's a classic tale of creeping, surreal menace and horror. One of the really, really good ones. You bet, it's all those things. First of all, I'm absolutely stunned by how prolific a writer Mr. Hubbard was. The man published 250 novels, novelettes, short stories, and screenplays in every major genre. I thought that might be a Guinness World Record or something, so I decided to Google who is the most prolific author, and it turns out to be a Brazilian author named Ryoki Inoue, last name spelled Inoue, and he published up to 1,075 books under many different pseudonyms. But still, 250 is impressive. It takes me like nearly a month or more just to complete a short story, and Mr. Hubbard could probably write several in a week. This novel often gets the label of being the first modern thriller. And as I was reading it, it kept bringing to my mind movies like The Machinist, and Memento, and Shutter Island. And the novel definitely provides a surprising twist in the ending. So if you're somebody that struggles with gut-wrenching endings, well, expect a gut-wrenching ending from this book. Definitely was a tough one, but I enjoy these kind of stories. So this is the plot. Professor Jim Lowry is a man who denounces phenomena like demons, spirits, and the supernatural. And his profession brings him around the world to investigate many obscure locations and experience a wide variety of cultures and religions. To him, it's all superstition, though. Man's way of explaining the unexplainable until efforts of material science find a true explanation. Then one day, after having a drink with his friend Tommy Williams, who, by the way, half-jokingly warns him that all his denunciation of the supernatural will antagonize the demons, motivating a vengeful return of them to ruin his life. So basically, he had written an article denouncing all these things, and it got him in a little bit of trouble with the dean of the university. And so his friend Tommy's half joking, that because you did this, these demons are going to want revenge against you. And where was I? So after that, he abruptly wakes up, and he's lost his hat, but he's also lost the memory of the past 4 hours. So Lowry is now on a quest to find those 4 hours. And during his quest, he's haunted by strange experiences. Like there's a shadowy phantom that stalks him, and it only allows him a brief glimpse of it in the corner of his eye. There's one part that he's trying to eat dinner with his friend Tommy and his wife Mary, and his plate annoyingly and mysteriously keeps moving. And in the corner of his eye, it looks like his friend and his wife have fangs poking out of their mouths, but whenever he looks directly at them, the fangs disappear and they're not there anymore. And these are just a couple of the strange happenings and experiences, but I don't want to spoil all the fun for you. So what did I enjoy about the novel? Well, first and foremost, I had a blast falling into this twisting, strange labyrinth with Lowry. After each bizarre occurrence, I read with anticipation for what would come next. How much weirder would it get? It was fascinating also to see Lowry's original belief system, his denunciation of the supernatural, begin to crack and give way as he encounters each new absurd event. I also enjoyed the dialogue as well. That's why I read an excerpt at the beginning, showcasing dialogue, because every conversation crackled with life, and it felt like a genuine exchange between two people. Now, I don't know if Fear is known for its exceptional dialogue or anything like that, but it worked well for me. Overall, I give Fear a 4 out of 5 rating, and the reason I marked it down a point is because the book is a tad bit overwritten. There were definitely scenes and moments that he could have deleted from the book and still achieved his writing goal. And so that concludes my review of Fear by L. Ron Hubbard. And this is DeathGroundReviews, the monster that devours horror, suspense, and all those things the fantastic. And I'll see you soon.